And from telling Corey to fuck off, we can just move on to our little contest that I ran over the weekend. I ran this in our Facebook group. This is one of the many reasons why you should just join Facebook and be in our group, because you could win a $20 gift card to whatever online game store you prefer.
Now, hold on a second. I'd like to tell the listeners and the viewers out there that not only will they have to join Facebook, they would have to join Twitter, because you told them in the Facebook post.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Matt's feeding the system, the social media
I created a barrier of entry. I created a barrier of entry.
Continue, sir. I was like, that's hilarious. And then Jurgen's like, I got a great one. He was at a party with me that morning. He's like, I got a great one. He's like, but his DMs aren't working. And I'm like,
yeah, that's my bad. Hey, I don't, just because I'm trying this stuff doesn't mean I claim to be good at it, Moose.
No, I understand. It was just funny. It made me chuckle. I'm sorry.
That's but see, like when he said it to me on when he commented on the post, I'm like, that's me. I'm an idiot.
That's an infinite underscore.
This is what kind of mind you are working with, ladies and gentlemen. So, on Moose's 40th birthday, his lovely wife Kelly sent me this, and I don't know if it'll still be playing, but it's basically sent me this, and she said,
did Moose's face break your screen?
No. The ground broke my screen. But she said you should make a great meme out of this. So I thought of two things. I thought I should send it to Alan Heinen so the meme war can continue. And I did that, but then I thought, let's try something different. Let's see if someone's willing to make fun of Moose for $20. And I think a lot of people were willing to make fun of Moose for $20, but weren't willing to jump through the hoops to do so. And that was kind of why I did it. So, because I knew if I made it like you had to DM me on Twitter, I knew that there would be some roadblock that I inherently put there, like keeping my DMs off. And I also knew that I don't have a ton of followers on Twitter, and a lot of the cross pollination doesn't really happen. So yeah, I ended up having very little to work with, but I have responses nonetheless. So do you guys want to see it again before I go into the responses, or no?
No, I'm watching it in our Facebook group right now.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Okay, well, actually, Corey, there are a couple of responses.
I would like to preface for the viewers and listeners. I have not had a drinking session of beer of more than like one beer since January. I celebrated when my wife got her new job, and
that was one beer.
No. Listen to me.
In fairness, it was the people's elbow.
So, anyways, I celebrated once when my wife got her new job. I had a beer, and then I celebrated when my buddy, who I haven't seen in like 10 years, who I went to high school with, was down visiting. So we went drinking. Those are the only two times I've drank since January, the last weekend of January, starting this weight loss challenge with Jason and Justin. And I was 5 or 6 beers in at that time. And then we went out for dinner and had another beer, and then I was drinking a beer when that video was taken. So I was pretty white girl wasted.
Can I tell you something? You're not running for office. Ain't nobody here judging you.
I know. I'm just letting them know.
Does that really matter anymore? Did you see who's in office?
I know, right?
That's true.
That's pretty
now,
tame.
If you start talking about grabbing women by the hoo-haws, I might have some judgment for you. But
I say grab them by the IPAs.
There you go. Okay, so I'm not gonna. Corey, you have the post up, correct?
I do.
Okay, so there are a couple of people who posted there and got themselves immediately disqualified. Because I know Antonio Guillen is one of them.
Yeah. To be fair, Chris Haar says this is too sexual for me.
Which that's for someone who defaults by going to the butt. I figured this was right up his alley, or maybe it's just maybe he's afraid of the front. I don't know.
So many jokes to make,
right? So what did Antonio say?
I'm looking for it. He didn't. Wait, hold on. I'm looking.
Something about nibbits, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dat moose right there. He ain't right since the goat got to his nibbits.
Which I don't know what that means, but all right.
Goat got my nuts. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then I will say Jason Marshall, he added me on Twitter with this one and then sent it to me, so it's disqualified. He said Bloodborne made a beer, excite level over 9,000.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Now, and part of the rules were you could send as many as you wanted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm just going to read the responses and I'm not going to say who they are.
Okay.
So first response, hey Moose, there's a ghost sitting on your face.
I like it.
Next response, when the beer and burgers are just too good, Moose's body doesn't know how to handle that trip to Flavor Town.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
And then Bloodborne 2 will be coming exclusively to PS4 this fall.
Okay.
If I'd known we were going to be roasting Moose, I would have written some jokes down.
That's what the point was. I can't get Phillips.
You think I read this shit? I don't pay attention.
Doesn't check Facebook. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Look, Moose tagged me in a show question today that I was supposed to answer on here, and I answered it on the Facebook group.
I know, because he's too fucking efficient.
You think I know what's going on? I have no fucking idea.
He doesn't know how this works. We'll get him trained before long, okay? We'll get him trained before long.
I've got to read the manual again.
Next response. When you go down too far and she farts.
Oh, Deshaun said something in the chat. That's pretty funny.
What does he say? Moose looking like he got touched all the right ways. Yeah. Okay. When she's not the only one with a tongue in her hole. Can you smell what the moose is cooking? This is how you do it, right?
Oh my word.
Oh man.
She's about to come. I'm about to suffocate. This is great.
So this isn't a family show then.
Never pretended it to be otherwise.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Moose, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? To be fair, that was that person's first response. Everything else was after.
Okay.
At least that person is as old as us, because those commercials have been on for a while, have they?
Yeah, no, they have not.
And then
one,
two,
and then the last one, 3. Wait, how's it go? The caption should read, time to try something new, going down on her while being electrocuted. Okay. And that is all of them. Now, if you'd like me to read some more, if you'd like me to read some again, I will.
Read them real fast. Fast.
That second one you read was pretty funny.
Yeah. Read through them real fast, real quick, so I can try and remember.
Hey, Moose, there's a ghost sitting on your face.
That one's pretty funny.
When the beer and burgers are just too good, Moose's body just doesn't know how to handle the trip to Flavor Town. Bloodborne,
Go ahead.
Bloodborne 2 will be coming exclusively to PS4 this fall. I pulled up that person's profile, not their responses. When you go down too far and she farts. When she's not the only one with a tongue in her hole. Can you smell what the moose is cooking? This is how you do it, right? She's about to come. I'm about to suffocate. Hey, Mr. Moose, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? And then time to try something new, going down on her while being electrocuted.
The one where she doesn't look like she's the only one with a tongue in her hole is pretty funny. That one's pretty funny.
It's a toss-up between that one and when the burgers and the beer taste so good.
Okay, well, Moose, you got to pick.
I'm gonna have to go when she's not the only one with a tongue in her hole. But it's real close. It's really close because the other one's great too.
All right. So I am going to respond to that person on Twitter. You have been declared a winner.
Do we get to know who it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can just go to his Twitter and see who he's replying.
No, I'm DMing it, so you can't see. No, the winner is actually Paul Linga.
Nice.
The winner is Paul Linga. Now,
awesome.
the Flavor Town. I'll go through each person's responses because it was basically 3 people and 2 with multiples. Paul was the when you're down too far and she farts, when she's not the only one with a tongue in her hole. Can you smell what the moose is cooking? This is how you do it right. She's about to come. I'm about to suffocate, and the Tootsie Pop one.
Okay.
Let's see. And then Alan Heinen was, hey, Moose, there's a ghost sitting on your face. When the beer and burgers are just too good, Moose's body just doesn't know how to handle the trip to Flavor Town.
I knew one of them, I knew the tough choice would be Alan's.
And then Bloodborne 2. And then the final one that I read was Jurgen. Time to try something new, going down on her while being electrocuted.
I do like that one. That one was good.
I mean, the people that actually got their responses in the right way, they brought gold. They really did. So I will reach out to Paul after the show and figure out how he wants his gift card and get that to him.
Nice.
That's pretty funny.
That was fun.
Paul, that was funny. That was pretty funny.
And I will reach out to Kelly and say, if Moose gets himself into any more shenanigans,
cheers to y'all.
You should send pictures and we will make fun of him on the show.
It's good.
And people could win prizes. Who knows?
That's true. That's true.
Win prizes
for the listeners' amusement anytime.
Yeah, she's got plenty of material. You know, doing stupid stuff all the time. So. I don't even know what she said to me to make me do that. I was just like,
she didn't have to say anything. You probably just did it.
I think you just do that regularly.
Yeah,
probably.
She probably said, "Hey, what about that Sycamore beer you like?" And you'd press
yeah, it's brewed with the tears of unicorns. So good. Called Rainbow Dust.
So you have to make unicorns cry why do you want to make unicorns cry?
Because the beer is delicious.
Why do you want to harvest their tear ducts? That seems a bit
the beer is delicious.
Right, but that's a bit barbaric.
Listen.
All for deliciousness.
It's better than their blood. I don't have to kill them.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure harvesting an animal's tear ducts is not